Hi everyone, today I would like to tell you about a conversation to people between the man and the woman. The man said to the woman that he had been working for the past 3 days to find all of the information for that year's annual report, and he thought he couldn't make the deadline. The woman replied that they could get it submitted with a couple of hours to spare, and she wanted to know where she find all of these company facts and figures. The man replied that he had found some sites that provide the information plus news articles. The woman replied that uh, she would have to show them to me to uh, hit later, but uh, she suggested the man send her hit part of the report, and she needed to start working on the presentation file. Thanks for listening. Hello everybody. Today I could like to tell you about the conversation to people between the man and the woman. The woman wanted to know if the man get the email about the meeting on Thursdays, and she said it was moved up that day. The man was surprised by the fact that, and he said he didn't get that email, and he wanted to know why they did do that. The woman replied that the manager had to meet a client on third day, so she moved it up. The the man commented he still had a lot of left to do on his report, and he said he didn't know if he could finish it in time for the meeting that day. The woman replied that he had some time that day. Email to her, she could help her. She could help him after she come back from the post office. Thank you for listening. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell you about the conversation between the man and the woman. The woman said hello to the man, and she wanted to know if the woman had an appointment. The man replied that the man agreed with her, and he said he had an appointment with Mr. Foley for a job interview, and he suggested the woman let Foley know that bride Tom is there. The woman was sorry about the fact that, uh, and she said Mr. Foley was running late due to a problem with her car, and she said she could be about 20 minutes late, and she wanted to know if the man was be to wait. Um, the man agreed with her, and he said he could wait in the coffee shop next door, and he suggested the woman give him a call when Mr. Foley came in. Thanks for listening. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell you about the conversation with three speakers between the man and the woman. The woman A said to the man that that day they could be working with a new program, and she would need two people to use it to make a short commercial for the new product. The man commented he had never used that video editing program before. The woman B replied that she had used it at her last company, and he commented it was very simple, and she could teach the man the basic commands after that meeting if he won. The man was happy about that. The woman A said that why I'm making the commercial, I uh, make sure he's make for him stick to the store report. He can find a copy of it along with the video files on the company servers. The woman B said that the server was undergoing maintenance that morning, so they could have to wait until that afternoon to access them. Thankfully. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell you about the conversation with three speakers between the man and the woman. The woman A say hello everybody, and she said their new employees started the following week, and she wanted to know if everything was ready for them. The man replied that everything was fine, and she said they could have all the computer set up for them to work on that Friday. But he said Jennifer realized something. The woman B said that why setting up the accountants, they realized they don't have a picture of anyone for their ID badges. Without them, it would be hard to enter many areas of the building since access is restricted. The governor commented they didn't have enough temporary IDs for them all. The man wanted to know if he sent them an email asking for a digit photo of themselves. The woman was surprised by that, and she said she could give the man a list of the new employees that afternoon. Thank you, listening. Hello everybody. Today I'm going to tell you about the conversation between the man and the woman. The man said to the woman that the pictures made a mistake because they reduced the order to 100 invitements, but they had avoided us for the original 150. And the woman replied that they was not paying for invitations, which they didn't received. And she suggested asking for a revised bill. The man agreed with her, and he said he had to get to a staff meeting then, but he could call them after that and ask for a new invoice. And the woman agreed with him, and she said they could settle the amount owed immediately. Hello everyone. Today I'm gonna to tell you about the conversation to people between the man and the woman. The man said to the woman that he couldn't get into the storage room, and he wanted to know something was wrong with the door. The woman replied that starting that day, everyone needed to enter an access code to get in. The man was surprised by the fact that, and he wanted to know where to find that code, and he thought he should um, speak to the IT department. The woman disagreed with her, and she said his manager should have sent a message with the code for his department that morning, and she could ask him before she was contacting IT. Thank you for listening.